Hey, this is Walt from the StogieReview.com. Just checking in with a little video update of Cigarfest 2009. Just something from my perspective. I'm sure Jerry's going to do one, a very similar video at some point as well. It is Monday, time to get back to the grind as far as Stogie Review is concerned. And I had a really good time out at Cigarfest, so I figured I'd want to just breeze through real quick. Actually, I get kind of talkative, so this probably isn't going to be real quick. But start off from the day before the event, the day that Jerry, myself, and Dennis Camacho met up. It was Friday. They were driving up from Maryland. I left here out of Reading around 1 o'clock, I guess. I had a couple of errands to run, and I figured they were going to take me a little bit longer than they did. But they didn't, so I ended up getting up there about an hour and a half before my room was supposed to be ready. Now, Dennis, Jerry, and I were all going to share a room and keep the cost down of the event. So I get there early for check-in time, go up to the front desk, see if the room's clean and ready to go. If not, I figured I'd just find some place to have a cigar and record just an on-location short ashes review or something like that. So I get there, sure enough the room is ready to go. Downside, it's a non-smoking room, but I figured I'd get the bags in the room, scope it out, see if we couldn't smoke out on a balcony or something, and then I was planning on going down to the tavern to kill a little bit of time. I thought maybe smoking in the bar. So I go up to the room I go back out in through the rain, and I grab my bags, move my car closer to the front door because that's where my room is. It's near the front entrance. So I grab all my stuff, I go through the building, get in the elevator, go up to our floor, put the key in the door, and push the door open, and the door goes open, hits the stop, and no more than 3 steps into the room are 2 double-sized beds and 2 chairs in the corner, in opposite corners. And I'm thinking, okay, I just assumed that we were in a standard room last year for the Nub event. We stayed at the same hotel, Mount Laurel Resort, and it was divided into 2 areas. There was a sleeping quarters and there was a living room area. And now there was an entry door in both sections, and it just had a different room number on it. So I just assumed I went through the the bedroom door, and I'm looking around for the living room, and I can't find it. All I can find is a closet and a bathroom. I'm thinking, okay, this is no good for 3 people. We're not that close. We're not sharing a bed. I'm going to go back down to the front desk and see if I can get an upgrade of some sort. I paid for 3 people per room, so I figured they just knew that with 3 adults we were going to need sleeping quarters for 3 people. So I go back down and I talk to the same guy that checked me in, and he's telling me, oh, we could probably put a cot in there. And I'm thinking, this room is so tiny, where are we going to get a cot? I'd really just rather upgrade. And he's telling me, oh, the upgrade is substantial, it's probably not worth it. And the manager wound up coming over and offering to give us extra blankets for to either share a bed or sleep on the floor. And I told her, no, that's just not going to work. Can you upgrade us to a suite? Suites have a pull-out couch, living room area, full kitchen, and a sleeping area with 2 beds. Also has 2 bathrooms, some closets, TV, all that good stuff. So excuse me. So she gives me an upgrade. She knocks like 50 bucks off the room. So I pay for the upgrade. I get in our new room, which happened to be a smoking room. The upgrade was available in non-smoking, in smoking. Got all checked in. Rather than shoot a video right there on the spot, I figured they'd be walking through the door in about a half an hour. I didn't really want to get everything out and going, and then meet up with them and then get on the move. So I headed down to the tavern thinking, I'll just have a cigar at the bar, have a beer or 2, and just hang out until they get there. Well, there was a little bit of a mix-up, and because of the location of the sign for the resort and the road not being marked, Jerry and Dennis came off Route 80, and the sign was like directly above them. They never saw it. So it took him like an extra half an hour to find the resort. Meanwhile, I was down in the tavern, the only one in the bar, watching Sports Center, not smoking a cigar because it was a non-smoking bar. But I had a couple beers, killed a little bit of time until Jerry and Dennis got there, and then we headed out to over to Split Rock to check out the Man of War event that they had going on. Now, Man of War is made by AJ Fernandez. It's, from what I understand, it's completely Cigars International centric. It's only available there. But we get there, there's free Yingling, there's a cash bar off to the side, free admittance. And AJ Fernandez is rolling some cigars, and some beautiful women he had with him. We hung out there for a little while, and then we decided to go get something to eat. We just hit up one of the little pizza shops in the resort, and then made our way over to the lounge, which was basically just a big ballroom that allowed smoking, no ventilation, probably 20-foot ceilings, and it was getting really smoky in there with probably 150 plus people, you know, just sitting around at these big round 6-foot diameter tables. You know, there's probably, I don't know, at least 100 of these tables. No, you know what, not quite that many. You know, there's maybe 50 to 100 tables, I guess. A lot of people. So we were hanging out there for a little while. Then we left, went down to the Rocky Patel party at Benchwarmers, which is a sports bar located on the resort property. Not so close that you can walk, however. It's a few minutes down the road by car. So it was me, Dennis, Jerry, Chris, and Charlie from Nice Tight Ash. We all pile into Camacho's small Mitsubishi. Actually, it's not a small Mitsubishi, but it was with all us piled in there. So the five of us go riding down to the Rocky Patel party. We probably had more fun laughing in the car than we did actually at the party. We probably spent an hour and a half smoking a couple cigars, just sort of wandering around the party looking for people that we might have known. And then we ended up going back to our hotel room, which was over in Mount Laurel, and the five of us did just a hey, we're here, this is what we think so far video. And we tried uploading it, but no Wi-Fi in the room, and Jerry's cell card wound up getting like 14K upload speeds. So after hours and hours of trying, the upload failed. Alright, I had a little hiccup with the streaming, so back to what I was saying. So that video should be uploaded at some point this week, and you'll get a chance to see what everyone thought of the event, or what everyone thought of the day before the event, and what we were looking forward to with the event and whatnot. But anyway, because of the length of this video, I figured, you know what, I might as well split this and do two parts so that they're a little more easy to digest. And so in part B of the Cigarfest 2009 wrap-up video, I'm going to go into the day of the event and some of the people we talked to and whatnot, and that one will probably run even longer than this one. So at any rate, until that video is published, happy smoking.